you Descendant. Hola. So the Descendant devs, the first Descendant devs, put out a little comprehensive patch note reading or a live stream yesterday. And I didn't really get to watch a lot of it. So we got the TLDR here on their official website. And we're going to go over some of the things that the developers talked about. I also reacted already to the Blair, Ultimate Blair situation. But here we go, chat. Greetings, Descendant. We would like to share with you a summary regarding the dev stream last night, which took place today. We covered various subjects, but mainly focusing on character balancing, new contents, and plans for the future update. Please check out the video below. I will be linking this in my information tab down there below. Just click it if you want to watch them live. But here we go, chat. Character balancing. They did speak about Ines. Ines has been a very controversial topic with balancings when balancing is concerned, and Serena. Since Ines used to be super strong, she's still pretty strong, but they did change her kit up a little bit, all the way it worked. So let's see what they've done. Ines' influence on the game has grown to a point where it restricts the design of combat systems and content. I'm imagining, chat, that this is also taking into consideration the up and coming patches, okay? So it might look a little bit more disgusting for us on our side because we don't have information on the new content they are trying to provide. So I just want you guys to keep that in mind before you raise your pitchforks, is that we don't have the full picture because they have content that is coming up ahead. So a lot of changes, I would imagine, the way some classes work kind of breaks the way some of the content will come out later in the future. So just give them a little bit of leeway here, because they are working on a lot of content, including open world bossing, Colossus, and bigger maps and stuff. So this might be a design flaw when taking in consideration Ines. I'm just spitballing here. I'm just trying to approach this with an understanding mind, at least, a middle ground here, because I know I see both sides of the spectrum. I didn't call you autistic, trust me. You have people arguing on the extreme point that, oh my God, they nerfed my class. I quit this game, negative review on Steam. And then you have the other people who are like, I really like the nerfs. I really like the nerfs. Man, frick the people. Like, I'm just coming at this from a mid perspective that the developers are taking into consideration future content when doing balancing. Okay, they are planning to release one of their biggest patches they've ever released. More information coming in PAX soon, but they are releasing more content. So I just want to put that out there. I'm in neither corner for nerfing and buffing. I'm just in the middle. To me, it doesn't really matter. As a result, balance adjustments have been made moving forward. We aim to provide a clearer and more timely communication regarding the need and direction of such changes. That is great. Balancing plans for Serena and other Descendants. Several Descendants require rework of their skill sets, rather than more numerical adjustments. In Serena's case, we have observed that her in-game performance exceeds our initial intentions and expectations. Nevertheless, given that she is the most recently introduced Descendant and a relatively short time has passed since her release, we have decided to monitor her performance further before implementing any changes. This is pretty logical, I think. Sure, they understand that she is overtuned, but they want to check out how they will move forward rather than just moving a numerical value. A numerical value will definitely fix Serena's overpoweredness right now, but maybe there's something they can do with the way her skills interact and change. That way they don't just do a number change. They're playing around with the idea. This makes sense to me. Remember, Ines was out really strong out the gate for far longer than Serena has been, okay? Keep that in mind, because people are probably with their pitchforks saying they nerfed Ines because she was too strong, but Serena is still in the game. Well, yes, but Ines was there for a longer time than Serena. they've had time to see what they can do to balance out Inez rather than Serena. Serena is just came out. They need a little bit more time to see if they change her mechanics or just a numerical value. I think this is great. It's whatever. Balancing of future new descendants. We acknowledge that newly introduced descendants with overly powerful abilities have led to ongoing balance issues. Moving forward, we are committed to delivering more carefully balanced content in future updates and ensure more stable and enjoyable gameplay experience. Keep in mind that the first Descendant is a game that has over at least 15 characters, right? I think so. Having perfect balance for a game with a lot of characters is literally impossible. That's why in fighting games, in tournaments, they also ban characters from even entering the content, the fighting tournaments, because it's hard to get perfect balance. It's extremely hard to get perfect balance. I'm definitely, it might seem like I'm giving these developers a lot of leeway, which I am, because I can't see this being an easy job, you know, without destroying this, without doing that. I am trying to approach this with a more, I don't know, logical take that balance is just not easy. I will give the Pitchfork Andes a little bit of food here. I do think that they could do more testing, because if it took Moxie and it took these build creators, if it took Moxie, Senevades, Lambo, if it took these guys less than 6 hours to break Serena, how did that not get extensively searched before the release? That way you can adjust numerical values before the release. And if she is a little underpowered, then you just slide the bar up. Remember, it is always better to release under, so then you can buff, or release at a stable baseline, so that way you can slide the bar up a little bit. That's what I think, because I can't believe that Moxie and the crew broke Serena in 6 hours, but you didn't test that beforehand. I don't know. Maybe we just need to get better testers, because it literally just took them 6 hours or less than that, and Serena was broken. We have released a gameplay video of improvements. Oh, I do like this. Look, let's take, for a quick moment, let's take a look at this. This is improvements to the Void Erosion Purge introduction. First of all, I saw a little bit of this yesterday. I can't even believe that Viesa games this hard. This class actually looks kind of fun.
Shall we race?
I love the movement speed, chat. I didn't know Viesa went this hard.
How dare we break the shield?
Nerf! She was surprised with that headshot.
Loaded.
So yeah, this looks pretty cool. I really don't know the changes that they're talking about here. Mainly because I've never played Void Erosion, so yeah. The content just didn't seem very interesting to me, so I never gave it a shot. I played it like twice, and then I'm like, you know, I'm not really excited about this. I'm more of a skill enjoyer. I enjoy classes that use skills over gunplay. So this is mostly for guns, and I don't really have a lot of fun with that. But I'm going to be trying more Void Erosion after the changes. We have released gameplay video highlighted the improvements made at stage 30 of Void Erosion. Further refinements will be implemented based on community feedback to ensure more engaging experience. For additional information, please refer to this In addition, we will be introducing a new high difficulty feature called Challenge Difficulty. This challenge enables competitive play among Descendants. Through a dedicated leaderboard, players who rank within the top 100 for each Descendant will receive exclusive honor rewards and recognition for their achievements. I think that's pretty good. I think that's a good way to approach these crybabies that keep crying that content is continuously getting nerfed. Now you have a different challenge you guys can do, and still keeping the core mechanics of the game accessible to everybody. I think that if it's a core mechanic in the game, everybody should have an easier time getting everything in the game. Now, if you want extra as that hardcore player, they should definitely create a harder mode that gives you more of a flair. Maybe cosmetics, titles, portraits, and stuff that indicate that you are a seasoned veteran player, that you are giga juiced, and you did the most difficult content in the game. I think this is a good way to do that. I am not in favor of people who cry that content gets nerfed. If more than 90% of the population isn't clearing the hardest content, that is bad design, in my opinion, especially if it's an integral part of the game. You cannot gatekeep or block people from such a strong component of the game, an integral part of the game. Instead, for those people that want the extra challenge, create a difficulty for them to be able to e-peen and show that off. I am for that. But if it's a core mechanic in the game, you're going to lose your people and they're never coming back. And before somebody says, good, let them leave, because I've heard people also do this. Good, let them leave. We don't want it in our game. What do you mean you don't want them in the game? Are you stupid? Did you fall from a coconut tree? These people are the people that pay your developers so the game can stay alive. If you're not developing content for people, only the hardcore people will stay. And you think that's enough money to keep the developers afloat? Absolutely not. You have to try to keep everyone happy. And I think this is the way you approach that. You have to try to keep everyone happy. But anyways, let's continue. A new medal system will be introduced to visually represent content achievements. Medals can be earned by accomplishing specific achievements, and acquiring the same medal repeatedly will increase its grade of visual design. External components update postponed. Due to low necessity in the current content structure, this update has been postponed. Efforts will be instead focused on improving the overall quality of Season 3. I like that. I've said this before, and I think if there's any Nexon or Magnum Studios representative listening to me, I think we need to definitely improve the quality of Season 3. Just roll out cosmetics here and there, little changes here and there, but the Season 3 must be the most explosive. Marketing must go up. You need to collab. You need to have a bunch of great marketing for the Season 3 launch, and the quality needs to be good. Please add really good audio to the cinematics. Some of these cinematics feel a little bit lackluster, like a wet fart, when you're saving Dia and then there's like no music playing in the background. Let's get some of these tracks playing and these sound effects playing. Better sound effects in these cinematics, more quality. I want quality for Season 3. So I'm okay with them postponing this so we can get more quality for Season 3. More loot. A new Ultimate Descendant, Ultimate Blair, will be joining the battlefield. Alongside his release, a new story episode will be added, unveiling the journey of how Blair gains his ultimate power. This episode captures Blair's romantic and comedic charm, so hope you're so excited as we experience this unique flair. Ooh, I'm excited to play through that. New external components modules. A total of 5 new external component sets and 2 new modules will be introduced, offering a greater build diversity and enabling more stabilized role-based configurations. In addition, we are pleased to introduce a reactor and external component enhancement system. This new feature will allow players to gradually enhance option stats by utilizing specific materials with a consistent effort. All players will be able to work towards and achieve their ideal setups through dedicated gameplay. Oh my god, that's actually good. Let's say, let me zoom into this. I need new glasses. I can't see this. So you'll be able to enhance your favorite reactors and change them, right? Kind of like a crafting system in ARPGs to tailor to your needs and stuff. That's pretty good. That's really good. You'll be able to max the substats. That's huge, chat. I like that. Yeah. Improved to user-friendly features to support for new players. Reward enhancements. The Void Shard cost will be removed when opening amorphous materials at the Void Fusion Reactor. Additionally, unique Arc Factor EXP rewards will be added to hard difficulty special operations, and overall rewards in the Sigma sector will be improved. That's pretty good. Weapon research improvements. When crafting duplicate weapons, the unique effect will consistently be set to the highest tier. Furthermore, unlocking the core of duplicate weapons will be required only once. For players who already unlocked multiple duplicates, core binders will be returned accordingly. More detailed information will be provided. That's nice. I love the developers, and I don't think they get enough credit for this. When they make changes that impact what players have already used up, they more than likely return the materials that have been used. This is something that you don't see a lot in games. These developers are giving back materials that you've already used in an effort to one thing that I appreciate this developer, sorry, side note here, is that I played a lot of live service games, mostly MMORPGs. And a lot of developers get themselves in a little corner where they've done things where they sell you monetization, and then they don't want to go back on that because people spent money. Or they don't want to go back on that because people already spent enhancement materials. And they put themselves in a corner where they don't change their game for the better because they don't want to piss off people that have already used materials and or money. And these developers say, we need to improve our game, and we realize that you invested either money or materials, but this is what we'll do. We'll improve our system because our system is dog shit, but we'll give you back your materials that you spent. That is what developers should do, rather than put themselves in a corner where they refuse to change games. And this is a very big problem with BDO. Black Desert Online does this a lot. I feel like they put themselves in corners where they refuse to change systems that would be arguably better, but they don't do that because of people will complain that they spent X, Y, and Z on this. Who cares? Take the bullet, or bite the bullet. Give people back their cronstones or their pearls they spent on shit, and fix your game, or give back their materials. Yeah, I think that's how it should be in every live service game. Don't put yourself as a developer in corners because you're afraid to lose money, or because you're afraid to that this and this and that. If it makes a better change for your game, you should do that. Mission structure revision. Key missions in Kingston Sterile Land will be redesigned to emphasize combat-focused gameplay. Field missions such as Occupation and Destroy a Creeper will require a few repetitions or less time to complete. That's good. Ultimate Bunny can be obtained through missions on normal difficulty. That's pretty nice. Beginner guides will be introduced to help players advance more smoothly through the main storyline. That's good. I'm all for bringing in new players. New skin, the corn. I am buying the corn, by the way. And I'm buying at least 3 of this. I love the way Ines looks on this. So I'm definitely buying Ines. I'm buying Bunny. And that's it. And maybe Volby. So they're going to release that. In-game announcements. So we have some events, some currencies and stuff for our Blairs. A 5-week period in-game event will be begin on April 17th, consistently of daily logins and weekly missions. And you get this egg, chat. You get the Spring Awakening. You get a little emote. Don't forget to get it. Don't miss out. I missed the one dance in the past, and I'm really sad about it. I will not miss this. Also, everyone who logs in between April 17 to 24 will receive the surprising egg gift. May update preview, dynamic motion. This is happening in May, chat. They showed off the jiggle physics in the video. Let me see. Let me pull that up for you guys a little bit. Let's see. Let's see here, chat.
강도가 몇 시예요?
강도가 지금은 강도 세팅이 그냥 온오프만 되어 있고요.
It's actually on and off for
실제
now.
최종 빌드에는 강도 세팅이 들어갈 예정입니다.
But in terms of the strength,
The jiggle physics, they're coming in May, chat.
intensity option.
And they also said that it doesn't end there, that they will do the lower half as well. So booba physics are coming and butt physics are coming.
로 작업하고 있는 중입니다.
For your information,
Yeah.
we're also working on the lower body.
Lower body as well. Let me pull this up for you guys. Give me a second. No, did I close out my tab? Oh my lord. Don't worry. I got it, chat. I got it. Okay, so here, let's continue. So this is coming. Arc tuning socket system. They have a socket system coming out. I'll probably release another video going further into the arc tuning socket system. Void Abyss Intercept Battle, Ice Maiden, Special Operations, Hard Difficulty, Echo Swamp Sterile Land, Party Finding System coming in May, and other Descendant core convert feature and more updates. I like this, chat. I like this. Pretty good. Tell me, what do you guys think? Sound off in the comments down below, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe on this video, or my editor doesn't get to eat. No. Hey, you. I'm tired of being the hero around here. How about you be the hero for once? Hit the subscription button. Come on, do it. You know you wanna.